What is up, everybody? This will be the first look at Ivora, the Insatiable Heir. Guys, what do you think about this one? I see like lots of potential here. I just love the fact that you can just kind of get offensive with this card, that it creates like lots of value on the battlefield. Like right when it comes out, it just starts producing, and then I just like the fact that you can attack, make the combat damage, then create more of the blood tokens. I just love that idea. And I love how she kind of enables herself and gives you a lot of graveyard matter stuff. So Ivora, the Insatiable Heir, which she speaks to me now, is double strike. She definitely likes double strike. Definitely loves building the graveyard, seeing lots of looks, and also likes treasures. I feel like it could be definitely have some treasure vibes too, just because it just has that like kind of sacrificial, definitely a sacrifice kind of vibes to it. You have like cards like Big Score and Unexpected Windfall that definitely are treasure enablers, and they kind of also have you discard. So it just kind of seems fitting that you can like have a lot of discard and maybe like find some synergy that in that manner. So what I thought about doing is setting out and building this deck. I thought you'd just go on the journey with me. And I was going to build it on Brawl first, but I was like, you know what? Playing on the computer for a long time is it's just very hard. So I thought maybe we step back and then maybe just look at the collection, see if any of the cards kind of speak out to us, and go from there and see what we can do. So let's just get right into my collection here, and we'll see what it looks like on the screen. I want to make sure I can kind of get most of it on the screen at once, so or at least some of it. So let me see if I can zoom out. So that's fine. So we'll just kind of go through here trying to find the point of three at once, and we'll just kind of move through them and just kind of see what cards we kind of like for the deck. And it's a mono red deck, so we'll just kind of keep Ivora here on the mainstay. Basically, she really likes us to. We can just read it one more time so you kind of get the vibes for it. But she's a 1/1 for 2 mana, 1 generic, 1 red, legendary creature, vampire warrior with trample. When Ivora Insatiable Heir enters, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, create a blood token. It's an artifact 1, and a tap, discard a card, sacrifice this card, draw a card. Whenever you discard a card, put a 1/1 counter on Ivora. So yeah, whenever you discard a card, put a 1/1 counter. So we have some really nice choices here. On this first page alone, like I'm seeing like it's like a mono red dream, right? Now, will we be like exiling so much for like the delayed blast fireball? I'm not so sure. That is an interesting card though, if you can get that thing into exile. This one though seems really nice, the Season Pyro. So that one seems like a really decent one for us because we're gonna have the ability to discard and draw from that one. So that one's nice, and then we can grow Ivora at the same time and get some gasoline. So that could be a great way to get Ivora going. So we're definitely thinking about graveyard stuff here with this particular deck. I think double strike is also good to like kind of incentivize Ivora to like get kind of stronger, and maybe the commander damage. Enti seems like another like perfect slot in here because Enti, of course, is just gonna like love us to see us discard things. It's gonna love us to, and that's whenever we attack, we discard a card, put a counter on a target attacking creature, it gains trample. Ivora already has trample, but that kind of enables our game plan. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile the top card of your library and may play that card into your next end step. I'll just pull the delayed flash fireball out anyways, just because maybe this interaction will take place. So let's just pull that to the side. It's just a great card, right? I don't think we want Itsushi, but I think Lizard Blades does definitely fit. So let me just kind of move this up as we go and just kind of roll here. Double strike, equipped creature has double strike. So yeah, that'd be great to put on Ivora and get some more blood tokens out of it. Okay, so that's cool. I'm definitely thinking like a card like, it's foily. Okay, we'll get the foily one. I'm definitely thinking like a card like whatchamacallit, sticky fingers would be good here too, to give her like a little more evasiveness. All right, so there's the lizard blades. How do we feel about Bergie for this particular pile? I mean, I think the other side is like a discard heaven, right? Got a couple of these guys. And we might be kind of cantrippy too. Discard a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may... Ooh, yeah, that sounds pretty good. The horn sounds pretty good for what we're doing, and Bergie herself is just great. So that kind of lends itself. I was thinking about this too, guys, of like kind of like a Ancestral Anger, Crispin Wisp kind of vibes, like with Urabras too, like just kind of get into some cantrippy stuff and just kind of storm off a little bit to an extent. And then I was thinking about maybe Young Pyro too, to like get into the action a little bit and make some tokens along the way. Kind of seems interesting. All right, let's kind of just keep rolling this thing through here. I don't think we're going to be running too many dragons or... I mean, Chandra is a bomb, but I don't know if we're going to be getting up to there. Is there any kind of like... I mean, she does exile a lot of stuff. Yeah, she's good. She is a great card, really. Really good gas, too. We might gas out, so she might be some great gasoline for us. But I don't know if we can defend her. Maybe Young Pyro can help along the way, the tokens that we generate. Chandra. Definitely will be having instants and sorceries, there's no doubt. And the exile. I do like the exile for that delayed blast fireball. I don't know, that kind of is a lofty one, huh, guys? But we will be making treasures, so something to ramp into, I guess. Fiery Inscription kind of seems interesting. Perforos, too, seems really interesting as well for the tokens. All of these seem very interesting to me. Duretti, though, is cool, too, the discard. We thinking like Goblin Welder vibes, too? That could be kind of fun. That's powerful, too. Getting into the graveyard. It kind of gets rid of... Kind of maybe gets more graveyardy, which is fine. Definitely. That's definitely kind of a pivot. Let's think about that. Let's, sorry, he's not even off the camera, but I'm so sorry. But yeah, I haven't done it like this before for a while, so excuse me. But is there anything else that I want from here, like Fiery Inscription or Chandra? I mean, they're not terrible, are they? But I don't know if they fit into the graveyard theme like a Duretti does, So there's Duretti the Scrap Savant. We love that for building the graveyard, don't we? And then you can get some value from the graveyard too. Descent into Vernus. Burn Down the House is just like a generic board wipe or token generator. Seems okay. Descent into Avernus. This makes lots of treasures, right? I mean, we're doing treasure stuff, right? So I think it's fine. We'll play like a Goldspan Dragon. Definitely it goes into like a graveyard kind of artifact kind of action. I think that's like actually kind of what I foresee for Ivora. Do we want? Yeah, I think we want Chaos Warp just for like the selection of removal. I think that should be good. So there's Chaos Warp. That one will just let us hit any permanent. Of course, it's rolling the dice. We could hit our own permanents too with this, and take a gamble like that too if we knew what was on the top. For some reason, probably in red though, we probably don't really know what's on top. During Curds, that one's going up in price a little bit. Definitely a cool card. I don't think we're going to be putting it in the deck, but that one is super sweet. It's like buffer, haster, enabler. Sarkhan does discard, that is true. But he is more dragon orientated, guys. He is definitely a dragon guy. All right, so what do we got? I guess like Gamble is just like a really nice card for us, actually. Yeah, Gamble seems to fit that bill of tutoring and discarding, so that kind of fits our synergy up a little bit, huh? It's easy game, guys. Easy game when you just put cards in your binder. Obviously, we can't play Questing Druid. We can't play Blasphemous Act, though. I think this card is kind of necessary, right? It's just kind of a necessary card. Some of your mages can really get out of hand, and like you got to slow them down somehow, right? All right, what do we got? Just don't knock down the stand. Just trying to don't knock it down. Brotherhood's End. No, I don't think so. Ashling, you don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. Whenever you cast or copy an instant sorcery, discard a card, yes. Then draw a card, yes. I love this. This is fun. Dude, I think red is like, got it, guys. Maybe red is my true color. Maybe it is. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, discard a card. Then draw a card. If this is the second time this ability is resolved this turn, Ashling Flame Dancer deals 2 damage to each opponent and each creature they control. Oof. If it's the third time, add 4 red. Oof. Nice. And what I have up here is I have Trickery and Jaya. Is there any like snow enjoyers in the game today, guys? Any frostbite enjoyers? Not there? Yeah, we could be a frostbite gamer. Yeah, we definitely could be, along with the bolt. I wouldn't mind picking up some snow mountains. What does Jaya do? Monk creature, exile, top 2 cards, choose one of them. You might play this card, choose target creature your opponent controls. Definitely a token lover. Definitely loves the tokens. All right, so let's just pick up this Frostbite and just keep rolling. I think we're kind of doing pretty good. Just move this up a little bit here. All right. So I don't know if we're like reckless impulse gamers. We'd probably be more into like the discard kind, I'll be honest. Let's see. What's Glimpse do? I have a bunch of those. I really like Glimpse. Trumpeting Carnosaur kind of seems fun too. That's a discard effect. Plus it could just be a big dino, which is kind of fun. Glimpse the Impossible is exiling. So it's not too exciting. I have a Bone Daddy up there, which is also probably not the most exciting. And here's the other guys here. Strike It Rich, that seems pretty good. So there's another one for the 99. This one is super shiny. And this one is Create a Treasure Token. Ooh. So that one's so shiny it doesn't even focus. Create a treasure token for 1 red, and you can flash it back 2 generic and 1 red. Then you can flash it back and make another treasure. So that's cool. We're doing treasure stuff. O'Hare Oxenal, the Deepest Might. If a red source you control would deal an amount of non-combat damage less than Ogier or Oxynal's power to opponent, that source deals damage equal to Ogier or Oxynal's power instead. I wonder if there's any discard synergy with this thing on the backside. No. Cool card, though. How about the roller coaster ride? Ooh, Delirium, we like that. Oh, it's non-combat damage, too. Cool. That's cool. Let's see. I do have a Wrathful Red Dragon up here. These pages are getting a little awkward with my music stand that I use for the video, so. But I do have an Urbrass Forge up here, which is kind of cool. Crash Through. It's kind of a cantrippy card, huh? I do have this Ley Line up here, but the other cards don't really apply. But I don't think we'll be targeting too much. I got Bolt here. Nice Bolt. There we go. 3 damage target creature. Just nice little removal spell here. We will be playing Mizzet's Mastery too, because we will be building the graveyard. So we have some nice hits here for our. This is a nice page for us. Mizzet's is a good one, and I think I'll take the Ral too while I'm at it. So exile target card that's an instant or sorcery from the graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy it, and you may cast a copy without paying its mana cost. Exile Mizzet's Mastery, the Overlord, 5, and then 3 red. So yeah, we like Mizzet's if we're going to be building the yard so much. And I think Urbrass kind of likes this deck too. I do think we're going to be playing some nice instants or sorceries. Definitely will be playing both of these, of course. We have Big Score. And we have Unexpected Windfall up here as well. These are nice because, of course, you will be discarding to cast the spell. Then you draw some gas and you make 2 treasure tokens, so you get to ramp at instant speed. These are both instant speed spells. Both of these, Unexpected Windfall and Big Score, so they're fantastic. Similarly, discard the card, create the treasure is great. Good magic here. Of course, we have Urbrask, which is really nice. You can have Unholy Heat because we're going to be building that graveyard really nicely. Got a nice foily Unholy Heat here as well. Nice removal spell. Unholy Heat deals 6 damage instead of if there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard. So yeah, definitely want to be building that graveyard. Probably a Mesmeric Orb type of deck, to be honest. But Ivora, she really, kind of enables the blood and discard that herself to a degree, right? So we have Ral here. Seems good to like discount our spells, like kind of like act like as an arcane signet, so to speak, for our instants and sorceries. So that one's nice. And of course we can always flip that one over. Raw Dog. Make someone give a heart attack here. But yeah, this is the Ral, the Monsoon Mage. And yeah, you can flip this over by flipping a coin and winning the flip after casting instant or sorcery with Ral on the battlefield. I really like all the modes. Of course, the +1 will reduce instance of sorceries like he does as the card itself on the other side. And the -2, you can divvy up some damage. So he's a cool like early play. You might enable and like kill some mana dorks. A really devastating card. It can really be a big tempo play. Okay, so I do have some like I did anticipate on building like kind of a Stormish deck at one time. So let's see if I got anything here. See, we like the Ox here too. The Ox is kind of a sneaky guy because he's you'll build a graveyard and then you can go ahead and regas. I think it's a great card, the Ox of Agonis. Any Ox of Agonis fans out there? If you are, share with your friends, subscribe, let me a like. I'm battling out here in the streets. What's this? Hell to Pay. Treasures? We love treasures. What are we going to do with all these treasures, though? We'll figure it out. I'm sure of it. We will figure it out. First strike seems kind of gas. Warlord's Fury? All these seem kind of gas, actually. They just, like, get into your grave. They're just stormy kind of cards, right? Overmaster. They seem very interesting to me, you know? Needle Drop. Seems pretty interesting, too. Don't hate it. Okay. Let's just get these two. Let's continue. Great Train Heist. Yeah, I think we're going to like extra combat steps. This is a great card for Commander too, right? Because of this one here is, let's see if I can bring that on up for you guys. Choose target opponent. Oh, it's a target opponent. Okay, good thing. That's why we read. But it is a whenever, right? And I'm always interested about whenever clauses. Like, so basically, like if we have a bunch of creatures dealing the combat damage, we create that many tapped treasure tokens, right? So if we have 3 guys slam in, you know, you get 3 treasures because it's a whenever. I believe that's how whenever works. I could be wrong. We're getting it though. Experimental Frenzy. That card can kind of be good for what we're doing, you know? Isn't it like a penultimate mono red card? I think it is. I'm not afraid. Detective Phoenix. What do you do? You're about this card, aren't you? I think you are. Bestow. Collect evidence 6. To pay this bestow cost, pay red and exile cards with total mana value 6 or greater from your graveyard. Flying haste. Enchanted creature gets 2/2 and has flying and haste. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Okay, let's move it down. Electro Dominance. Valakut. I think you just run it, right? The Valakut. Could be good with our like enablers too, to keep the gas going, our storm count, our critical storm count. This is great. I'm having a lot of fun, guys. Hope you are too. I hope you enjoy the mono red spectacle here. Vandal Blast, yes, we're just gonna pick that one up. You guys are awesome. Magic community is great. It's just a great place to be, man. Whoa, that is a crazy shiny Zorn. If you create 1 or more treasure tokens, instead create those tokens plus an additional treasure token. Sweet. Yeah. Cursed Mirror. I don't know. I do want a Pinnacle Monk, though. Electro Dominance. Man, I'm just clearing out my red folder here. All right, so I think we got through the red. And now we can just kind of get to the artifact stage. This is binder 1. So Umazawa's Jite. I think I love it. Because yeah, I think we're kind of going for that commander damage too. Ruby Medallion, yeah, that sounds wonderful. Okay, cool. I don't think we want Divining Top. And Leveler is a good card for reanimation. It's one of my favorites, actually, so it's definitely going in. Got a couple of these. What do I like about this? Well, I mean, it's great with like a Goblin Welder type effect, isn't it? You know, especially if you're going to be getting value from your artifacts in your graveyard, and you get value already from it going into your graveyard. So it's like a win-win. It's great. Oh, okay, so definitely feeling the artifacts. They're definitely speaking to us. How does Solemn look for us on this particular deck? I don't think you're ever going to be too sad about a Solemn Simulacrum. But does it like make it into your 99? That's the question. I don't know for this one. Probably looking for like the bigger bomb kind of artifacts, to be honest. This is kind of an interesting artifact. The font. The beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws 2 additional cards. Kind of interesting, really, huh? I mean, you're gassing up everybody, but you might need yourself some gas to get over the finish line. That's a lot of cards for everybody, to be honest. It's kind of scary to give that much value out. But it also like maybe would help us discard into our graveyard too, which we want to do. You know, play this early enough and then you're drawing lots of cards and you're discarding cards. It's like probably like either this or Experimental Frenzy. So I guess we just play this over the Frenzy, to be honest. That way we can still play cards from our hand, which is kind of a big downside of Experimental Frenzy. I would play Experimental Frenzy in like a landfall deck, though. But this is sufficiently interesting, isn't it? Breaker Creation. So there's the font. I do have Aether Vial up here. Won't need that. I see some more cards that will definitely be great for us. So let's scoot this one over here. All right, Blade of Selves. I don't think so. We're not like making generic creatures. We have lots of legendaries, it seems. Sword of Fortune Frontier. I could imagine the sword going in. Some nice exiling potential there, and just kind of good artifact in general. Like if you're going to be playing like a Goblin Engineer, definitely probably want the Sword of Fortune Frontier in your deck. All right, so there's that. 3 costs for that one, 2 equip. Makes your creatures a little bit stronger. And we get to exile the top 2 when we connect. So we're going to probably connect with Ivora. She does have trample, so this is a good one. I do think I like Smuggler's Copter. Yeah, so whenever Smuggler's Copter attacks or blocks, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. So that's good gasoline for our graveyard. And actually, are we like a Mithril Coat gamer, huh? Yeah, usually this thing is kind of weird on like for a 3-colored commander, but this kind of goes on curve with ours, which is really quite nice, actually. Flash Indestructible. I think we kind of love it for Ivora. Yeah, I do. That's a cast trigger. Or no, it's just an enter the battlefield trigger. It just goes on a legendary. That's fantastic. Sweet. Oh, do we want a Paradise Mantle? That'd be kind of interesting, but I don't think so. We're going to be swinging with Ivora. Rest in peace, Jeweled Lotus. It's dead. You're dead to us. Wouldn't be that great here in this deck either. It'd just be like 1 over what we require. Thought Vessel. Ooh, Shriekhorn. If we put Shriekhorn in the deck, we're gonna have to figure out a way to sacrifice artifacts for value. Because it's nice to get the mill, but we definitely want to get more value than that out of it, you know. So we have to figure that one out. But this will just build a graveyard. There would be no discard strategy. You know, there wouldn't be any discard to trigger the Ivora, but I think it's still good enough. We play like Goblin Welder, Goblin Engineer, right? And the ready, maybe Scrap Mastery. Yeah, we could. Trash for Treasure. We could do all that fun stuff. This feels nice, guys. Realm Breaker. I think I have any Phyrexians other than Urabrask so far. Just kind of looking at some of these other ones on top. But I don't see anything else really to bring you all in on, so let's just scoot over here. I think we like Dowsing Device for this deck, actually. Give us a little early Rampage. Yeah, I think we like that. I always like Dowsing Device. Yeah, I think Ivora could get jiggy with that one. Some really nice ramp there. All right, Schooner, I don't know how you got in here. No, just kidding, it's an artifact for sure. Sort of once in future. Surveil 2, they may cast an instant sports spell, may true something without paying its mana cost. So that spell would be put into graveyard. That's a cast. It's great. I'll take it. Just put that up here, the ones that we're getting. Mishra's Desk for the value. It's pretty good value. It's pretty good. Bankbuster, Sting, Idol of Oblivion. We're making a lot of treasures, right? We're going to be making lots of tokens. With the blood, too, right? So that's good. Idol of Oblivion. Sweet. Just like instant card gas. All right, we're flipping it over. I got a Soul Ring. Okay, it's a pretty easy slot. Which one do we like? Probably the brown one's pretty cool. Greaves? Yeah, I think we want the Lightning Greaves, right? Protect our girl. Yeah, I think we like that. Won't be too good with the swords, though, so maybe not on the Greaves. Definitely maybe we're more boot gamers, so let's see. Pellarstone. This page is kind of hard because you can't really see the cards too much, but Crucible of Worlds. Maybe we are Crucible gamers. All right, let's bring this one down here. The Mask of Memory seems perfect for this deck. What a fun deck this is already. Whenever a crypt creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw 2 cards. If you do, discard a card. Fantastic. Like the discard, we like the draw. Chime. Man, all the swords look kind of nuts, huh? Chime, the Inner Sun. That's nice. You get the Uncounter ability. At the beginning of your end step, discover 5. Just a non-land card. Let's kind of look at our hits so far. If it's, you know, if we're running like average of 3 CMC, it might be a good fit. I mean, it seems like it would be all right. Oh no, I think our Nebraska's pretty good, though, huh? Ashling. Trying to think of like what other artifacts were going to be worth resurrecting that are really big bombs. But Chimel is also like very castable too. I don't know if it has like a lot of synergy with our commander, but it's still pretty good, right? I think I've just been putting Chimel in most of my decks now. I think it's a pretty good card. Okay, looks like we came up to multicolor. We do have some additional guys over here. Bomat can kind of get your graveyard juiced up when you wheel with it. So I've had good experience with Bomat and Commander actually, because it's just kind of you just swing on a free opponent and you kind of get that value. So I think I like the Bomat Courier, especially in our opener. It's really good. Sort of the Animist is cool too. Yeah, I think we play most of the artifacts that are just good, right? I think I want a Phyrexian Dragon Engine too for the double strike. All right, so these are multicolored spells here. Nothing we can really play because they're all multicolored, unfortunately. And then I think we get into some lands. Do you just run like Valakut like in like your mono red decks? I just had this in like for a landfall deck, but it just kind of looks like it would be like a bomb too. Whenever a mountain enters the battlefield under your control, if you control at least 5 other mountains, you may have Valakut the Molten Pill deal 3 damage to target creature or player. Seems like a no-brainer. So play Den for sure, right? Den of the Bug. Den of the Bugware. Little manland action. Mycosynth? Probably, right? Just mono red madness. Copy an artifact for sure. Copy one of our swords. Old School Mountain. It's kind of fun to run mono red. You're just like, just chilling on your land base. You're just like, yeah, whatever. I got this. It's like our mono blue, our little artifacts here. Squee. Okay, so that was our first binder there. Oh. You know, we could probably run the Frenzy too. Along with that font. Why not? What's up, Thumberjaw? All right, we got some more cards here. Just lands here. We'll get to the red. We'll just go right to it because that's what we've come to see, right, guys? It's my second binder of stuff. This one shouldn't be as bad to kind of access because there you go. Ifrit Flame Painter. What a bomb. Can we get that thing hasted or what? You may cast target instrument or sorcery card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. That spell will be put into your graveyard exiled instead. I say you do that when you have like really big mana instants or sorceries, right? But she does have double strike, which is super gas. This card has to be decent in some manner, right? I feel like it's just so wordy that maybe people kind of like are not really like prone to testing it. 4 mana for 2/3 is not really acceptable without an enter the battlefield trigger either, and then you have to pay into the ability. But you can blitz it, so it does have haste. So if you pay it for its blitz, it's a 2/3 haster, and then you pay red, and then you tap it. You discard a card, create a token that's a copy of another target creature control. It gains haste, and when this creature dies, draw a card. So it is really good for like your big enter the battlefield trigger guys, right? It's definitely like a troublemaker. Jaxus the troublemaker. That's very cool. I don't think we're going to want Tobron or Thundering Raiju on the top. So yeah, this just happened to like, I kind of got inspired just watching MTG tonight, and I was just like, hey, Ivora seems cool. I haven't seen too much people show interest on her yet, so I was like, hey, let's put something together and see what happens. And I don't know if I'll have a list for this yet, but and I don't know if I'll test it on MTG Brawl. I think I'll just let it roll, you know. Nothing too impressive on this page either, guys. Can cycle Yadaro, though. That'd be crazy. We cycle Yadaro 4 times. Swifty, we already got the Ox. Phoenix of Ash, nice. Regent, that discards a lot of cards, doesn't it? You can discard your hand. I don't know if we'll be discarding that. I don't know if it's worth it, you know. Be top decking like a crazy person. Nothing much from the B binder so far. This is definitely the B binder. But there's some gems in here. Like a Wrathful Red Dragon, that's cool. Gloiner. Gloiner is pretty cool. Minotaurs. Whenever a non-token artifact you control a non-token. Okay, we're going to be making lots of tokens. Audacious Reshapers. That's kind of intriguing to me, guys. Sacrifice an artifact, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an artifact card. Put that card on the battlefield. Yeah, I'll live by that sword. Card seems like an absolute bomb. Let's go, baby. Let's get that Shamil. Let's get that freaking Portal to Phyrexia. Let's go. I don't really like Scrap Welder. Dude, is this card just the bomb too? Reckless Fireweaver? This thing's just juiced, right? There's so many tokens in the battlefield. It's so good. Kind of makes me want to go back and pull out the good old gutter snipes and such. And the Oxenal. But honestly, this is fine on its own, right? Oh my goodness. Do we like this to get like Finding Our Inti, the Imperial Recruiter? I think we love it. Yeah, that's a really good card for us, right? Is the magmatic channeler just goated here too? Oh, we found a Bajazor. Oh shit. Whenever you discard a creature card, put a 1/1 counter on Surly Bajazor. Whenever you discard a land card, create a treasure token. Yeah. Whenever you discard a non-creature in a land, Surly Bajazor fights up to one target creature you don't control. Sweet. Let's go. It's like running a draft and just finding all the cards you need. Magic's great. Magic is, guys. They have some good management, I think, that game designers, at least, they think they kind of have an idea of where it makes the cards go. It seems they stay true to the colors, and the colors kind of figure themselves out. I'm sure it's very hard to, design multicolored cards, it seems, As long as there are 4 or more instant and or sorcery cards in your graveyard, it gets stronger. Discard a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library, then choose one of them. Yeah, I like that card. I don't know. People are haters. I don't know why they hate on that card. They're crazy. And that looks like we went through all the mono red. So let's get to the artifacts, hey? Cookbook does discard cards, but it's kind of a rougher one, Treasure map, what do you think about that? Slowish. Move this down a little bit so you get some of the other ones. A little bit of glare. Cage Sun. Excuse me. I think that this one's pretty cool. Definitely gives you a lot of mana. Yeah, Collector's Vaults fits that bill too. Yeah, I think these are all fine. Obviously, like Wheel of Fortune will be very strong. I don't, some of the people in my local LGS, put that in their, just regular power decks, like Wheel of Fortune. It's pretty strong, but it obviously fits our deck very well. And maybe even at the very least, Wheel of Misfortune, right? Nautiloid Ship, Lion Sash, Stone of Eric, Ring of Valkus, the Celestis, Bauble. I think we want like all the baubles. Probably want the Urza Bauble, probably Mishra's Bauble. Just to build our graveyard, I suppose. We could play even Channeler. Kind of like a weird deck so far. You can go hard on the graveyard, So this is a little bit of ramp, the Wayfarer's Bauble. I don't think it's terrible for mono red. But no, I've never played mono red, guys. Maybe you know better than me. I think Bauble's kind of at least makes the cut. Little Rampage. How about this Bag of Holding? Whenever you discard exile that card from your graveyard. No, we don't want to do that. But no, we want to build a graveyard. It's too bad. Nothing too much on this side, guys. Let's see, Glamdring. Man, I wish we could like keep our equip costs low, but that is still interesting, you know? Oh, it's from your hand. That's harder to do. There's Idol, more Idols of Oblivion. Orb of Dragonkind. Ooh, Sticky Fingers. Let's freaking go. Yeah, Menace. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to player, create a treasure token. Sweet. Drum. Drum could be good. I mean, we have an early cost of commander, so you're kind of like guaranteed at least a use out of it, right? Can't be bad. Okay, now we're just coming up on some instants or sorceries here. Kind of skip these. I have everything coded by color before my other binder. Otherwise, I have all of them by types in this folder, so it's kind of cool. So let's see if a Monstrous Rage. That's kind of cool. Faithless Looting, fantastic. Okay, perfect. Ancestral Anger. So there's looting, of course. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Fantastic for us. We definitely want those like draw, discard, like Bitter Triumph and all those other cards. I'm sure I have them here. None of these. None of those. Reckless Impulse is up here. See if there's anything else. Reckless Charge, Ren's Resolve, Light Up the Stage. See if there's anything here for us. So a bunch of Play with Fires, Unexpected Windfall, Magmatic Insight. That's gas. Discard a land card, draw 2 cards. Yes, please. Magic will take you on a wormhole. It's kind of fun. Ryle. Fiery Inscription, huh? It's better like this, huh? Dragonstorm, Kazul's Fury. That's kind of fun to get in for the lethals. Kind of like a sneaky way for Ivora to maybe get commander damage on somebody. Kind of fun. We'll try it. Hazard for those pesky mana dorks. I'm a serious gamer. I'll play Hazard. I'm very serious, guys. Display of Power. Okay. Anything else in here? Apologize for the glare up here, but we know we're doing a different type of thing tonight. And Probably gonna end the video in 5 minutes. And if we cut off before then, thanks for joining me today, guys. If you stuck around this long, you're cool. You know you're very cool. And I hope you build Ivora, because she seems really awesome. That's a cool lightning bolt. I like that one. I know we already got a lightning bolt, but hey. It's fine. Okay. Coming into some... What do we think about mechanized warfare? Huh? It's kind of cool. Stolen strategy. That's cool, the flame shadow conjuring. It's very cool, guys. Kimono. And I think we just have planeswalkers coming up, and that's pretty much the extent of the video today, guys. So we're going to take a look at kind of where we're going here with this deck and wrap it up from there. But overall, really pleased with this start. Oh my. Oh, wow. Whew. So, guys, how did that go? We got some sweet cards here. Let's just start here from the top. Got a Gamble. Definitely a good tutor for us. Chime, so we're going to have like some artifact synergy here. So definitely want to keep our artifacts kind of in line. For our general game plan, we'll have like our removal up here. It's fine. And this is just kind of cheeky stuff. Let me put the cheeky stuff like this. That's pretty cool. And then we just have like our discard synergy, right? So we'll just put those kind of around there. That's fine. I'm gonna just go ahead and put this with removal here and move our artifacts up here. And that'll be nice piles. And we'll just kind of put the cards over it as we go. Little rampies. This will be for like Ivora's evasion, little ramp. This goes to our discard. Payoffs and such for discarding. Or discard. Discard payoffs, nice. That's kind of a different type of, I guess these go with our payoffs, huh? We could put our ramp in a different spot. Just off camera is fine. And let's see, like this is like this is like our treasure package, right? So yeah, we'll put the treasure package here, I guess. Man, we have like so many cards here. It's kind of like hard to kind of do this. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of just rip them and kind of organize them later. But I got our little tutor guy there. Got like some nice, this is gonna love the bloods and the treasures. This is probably like, maybe we'll do this like the top cards that I see out of these, because there's some really good ones. You know, if we're looking at like maybe some cards that just Ivora's just gonna love. Let's get our girl out here. She's been very lonely back there, so So there's Ivora once again. And yeah, this will eventually be a nice deck tech for her, and we'll put it all together. But we definitely have a sweet card here in the Reckless Fire Weaver. This just works so well with the blood tokens, because she creates the blood tokens upon entering, and then she'll create more as we go on. And this guy's just going to ping our opponents each time one of those artifacts enters the battlefield. So that's a major card for us. I suppose the Imperial Recruiter can definitely help find that more often. This one looks absolutely crazy too, this Audacious Reshaper. Because like we're going to be creating so much fodder, so we can just like kind of keep this going, you know? Yeah, I mean, like we're going to have lots of hits. We're going to have like a bunch of artifacts. So I don't hate that at all. I always knew this card had some hype to it, this Shirley Badgesaur. So that's an interesting one too, huh, guys? Whenever you discard a card, you can like have all these different modes. Definitely benefits you for discarding, right? Has some fight opportunities. It's up to one, so you can choose if you want to do it or not. Obviously, Faithless Looting is very good here. This Magmatic Insight looks absolutely gas for us. Gamble just seems like a nice one where like we actually benefit from the kind of discarding, which is nice. What else? I mean, some of the cards that maybe just don't seem too exciting, I'll kind of put away. But the Mask of Memory seems very good. I feel like Urbrask is just a very cool card in general. The Idol of Oblivion, it seems nice. I didn't have that sleeved up, so don't hate me for that. Idol of Oblivion, of course, is just that nice. Gonna love the tokens, seeing the tokens that we make. I think I like Bulmat Courier a lot here too. Just getting value out of the graveyard seems really nice too, the sword. Obviously, Shriekhorn is just going to be great here. Just know it. Smuggler's Copter, yeah, all these cards just enable. How do I feel about these? Like for instance, the sword so far. I like how Ivora definitely does the trample. Definitely trampling over seems pretty good. If you guys know of any swords that like help you with discarding too, that'd be very cool. Ox is really good. These are just very good too. Big Score, Unexpected Windfall. Mizzet's Mastery should be fine. Ashling seems really good here. We have some really nice removal here. Chaos Warp, Descent. We're fast, but are we this fast? Do we need? Yeah, we're making treasures, so we'll have to get my gold span out. Can't forget about that. Definitely get our gobos out. Definitely get into some of that action. My goodness, like, of course, yeah, Lizard Blades for the double strike seems good for the combat damage for Ivora. And then Inti, yes, that's just great. Season Pyro, yes, that's just awesome. And then we're going to be building our graveyard, so yes to that. And it looks like we could kind of get some exiling going too. We're saying yes to the Recruiter, of course. Channeler seems to fit. Collector's Vault, Sticky Fingers. Yeah, all these seem good. We'll have to like think of the artifacts we want to resurrect, you know, the best ones for our slot. Chime seems like a great choice though. I think we're going to try out Mithril Coat to protect Ivora. That was Swiftfoot Boots and Lava Spur Boots should be good. Soul Ring, of course. Yeah, I like the Dowsing Dagger for a little action. These can get in there pretty well, you know. Font. Yeah, I think we're going to need cards, to be honest, guys. So it's a nice little wild card. Leveler seems to fit the graveyard function. Ruby Medallion, yes. Umezawa's Jita, yes. We'll definitely have to get the Phyrexian Dragon Engine and probably even the like another double strike enabler too with treasures. Zorn, you really have to make a lot of treasures for this thing to work, you know. So we might have to think that over, to be honest. Pinnacle Monk, yeah, that makes the cut. Vandal Blast. Seems Valid Cut Mount Awakening does too. This just seems like a free spell. It's Detective Phoenix. Great Train Heist seems pretty decent. Yeah, we'll put in Zorn. We'll put in Ragavan. We'll put in Goldspan. We'll put in the... There's a 3-drop dragon that can grant double strike with treasures too, so that'll be fine. Yeah, all of this seems pretty cool. A little more removal. Striker Rich, Lightning Bolt, Ral, Hell to Pay, Urabrask, Delayed Blast Fireball. We'll put in a Chandra. Kind of work with that. Little action with a young Pyro. Burgalicious. And I think we like all these. Wisps. Cards, they're just cards, you know. Target, give card. It's a sorcery. Maybe like First Strike for Ivora. Overmaster seems interesting too. Needle Drop. Valakut. Den. Mycosynth. Frenzy. Well, that was a hell of a start, I think, guys. So let's just see. I think we have about like 10 playables to add, and then we have our lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. Yeah. Pretty much I just want to add a gold span and then lands and then like let it go, you know, and see what happens. Let's see here. I do want to get into the graveyard, so that's for sure. We want to put in some bombs like Portal, the Phyrexia, and some stupid stuff. You know, we definitely want to put in kind of that action. And we definitely want to have creatures. We don't want to die. I don't know if these are for the deck. For the exiling portion, I don't know if we're doing much of that. But honestly, I'm having like a lot of fun with this kind of archetype for sure. Yeah, this looks fun. Yeah, it looks interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, Ivora. I can't wait to sleeve you up, girl. This was so great. Hope you have a great day, guys. I'm going to get some snowlands. If I don't have them, I'm going to look for them. And I might have a bunch, but I don't know. I'm going to need a lot because I'm running Frostbite. And I'll run Faceless Haven too, for sure, guys. You know it. And yeah, it's going to be great. Goldspan's going in for sure. And Ragavan. And I think also a Mox Amber. So that will be my list there. I'll just kind of put these sleeves to represent that I know to add those next. And then the rest will be history. And I'll put these nice ones back in the binder. So thanks for that long video, guys. And I'll hope you have a great day. Bye.